Hey everybody, Chris Kelly here from Fast Fail, Florida. Thanks for joining me again. I'm going to do a quick video on light rehab versus, we'll do wholetail, versus heavy rehab. The question that seems to come back to me the most when I do these social media videos is when we wholetail something, I seem to get a lot of people coming back to me and going, well, why didn't you just do it all yourself? So for an example, if we pick something up at 115,000, we spent in it, 2,000, we sold it at 190, and then the next person that buys it at 190 is going to do loads more work and sell it for 300. So why didn't we just do all the work ourselves and then sell it for 300? That seems to be the question I'm getting asked a lot, and I'm going to do a couple of videos on this, but this is the sort of first installment of it. So in my more inexperienced years, that's exactly what I used to do. I didn't want to leave the money on the table. I used to just go for the glory, right? And say, listen, I'm not going to make 50,000 on this. I'm going to make 80,000 on it. Let's do the whole deal. It was a bad strategy. And there was a previous video I did about turn cycles, and the light rehab wholetail turn cycle is typically about 3 to 4 months, whereas the heavy rehab is more like 6 months, possibly even a year. And if you look at that in terms of money, so I'm going to put light rehab on this side, and I'm going to put heavy on this side. I had an epiphany about, 12 to 18 months ago, and I realized it's not about making more money in the deal, it's about making more money per annum. It's about an annual return on your investment, not a return per deal. So what am I talking about? What I'm saying is when we buy a house, we typically borrow hard money to buy it, and the usual with closing costs and down payment, let's say we're putting 30 grand on the table. I want to do a side-by-side here to show you how this works. So same as the heavy rehab, right? The down payment, day one, 30 grand. Now, if we're in and out of this deal in 1 to 4 months, and we make a $30,000 profit, in 1 to 4 months, we're sitting with 60 grand. Okay, nice, right? And we can take that original 30 plus we're going to take some profit out of the actual 30 that we made, and if you've read Profit First and so on and so forth. And you could argue that we reinvest some of that money into more advertising. We'll come on to that. But let's just say the 30 became 60, and then we did another deal with 30, and it became 90. And then we did another deal with the original 30, it's 4 months. So we got 120. You can see here that we've turned by doing 1, 2, 3 deals, just 3 deals. We've basically turned our original 30 into 120,000. So in a 12-month period, that's what's happened. Let's go over to the heavy rehab side. So a heavy rehab, you take your original 30, but it could take more like 8 to 12 months. Now the idea is you're going to make more than 30, okay? So let's say instead of making a quick 30, you made a long 50. So you've now got 30 has been turned into 80. Wonderful, great. But if we start this race on January 1st and we get around to, eating our Christmas dinner, I'm going to be sitting with 120,000 and the heavy rehab is going to be sitting with 80,000. So that's why even though there's 30 grand in the deal over on this side, but there's 50 grand in the deal over in this side, I'm going to stick on this side. I take it as a strict double rule. If I look at a house and I can make 30 fast versus 60 long, I'm still probably going to do the 30 fast. Now if you're getting into 60s and 70s and 80s long, okay, let's maybe look at going over to the heavy side, because I just want you to get into your minds that it's not about profit per deal, it's about profit per annum. It's about your ROI, return on annual investment. So hope that's been a little bit of I wish somebody had shown that to me 18 months ago, because I was always leaning on the heavy side. And once I kind of got this figured out, totally transformed my business. I was in a much better cash flow situation. I was able to put a lot more money into advertising. It was just a transformation for me. So anyway, hope that's been of value. Hope that's answered some of the questions. And again, my name is Chris Kelly from Fast Sale Florida, and you can follow me, like me, share me, whatever, on all social media, my personal Instagram and Facebook, and my business, which is Fast Sale Florida. You can follow Fast Sale Florida on Instagram and Facebook as well. Thank you for watching.